So welcome to the official press conference here for Octagon 48. Exciting night of fights ahead of us tomorrow. We've already had an exciting day of weigh-ins. We've got the fighters from the prelim card here that we're going to be able to speak to. Again, what a weekend this is, what a historic weekend this is for Octagon MMA. Arriving in the UK for the very first time, we'll be in the AO Arena tomorrow night. 2 title fights on that card. We've got the flyweight title alongside we will crown the first ever Octagon Challenge, England versus Ireland champion. Many fights to talk about. We've got 3 fights from the prelims here, from Aaron McDonald versus Hassan Ghalezi. We've of course got Serdu versus Lahore. Then we've got Shamrock versus Pocone. Of course, 4 fights, Ducis versus Scott Askham. I'd like to introduce as well the men to my side, Andrei Novotny and of course Pavel Neruda. Without this, none of this would be possible. Absolutely. It has been a phenomenal journey and we have been very excited about the response, particularly by the press. So we will open this up to you guys now. Any questions you've got, we'll have the prelims to start with. We'll do a face-off and then we'll bring out some fighters from the main card as well. So we'll open it up to you guys.
Thanks. Hassan, good to see you from the show. But while the show was being filmed, did you always have it in the back of your mind that you were going to fight Aaron? Or as it got on, was he just winding you up and now it's time? No,
not really, because end of the day, I knew I'm going to fight anyway in Octagon because, like I said, I was surprised when we went there, you know, to show everything. I knew I'm going to fight. I didn't really mind to fight Aaron, anyone, but things happen. Aaron spoke about the fight. I said, why not? But you know, it's all the same. We're here to fight anyway. It can be Aaron, it can even be Shem, it can be Jadeda, it can be whatever, but you know, but we just keep the same mindset, being cool, and then that's it.
Aaron, same goes for you. Had you always had your eye on Hassan?
Yeah, I did indeed. I looked at Hassan from the very start and I knew it'd be a banger of a fight. And you know, let's be honest, he's only got a couple of years left in this sport, so, you know, I might as well put him out of it here on Saturday. So he's got a lovely Grease Lightning jacket on, though, so, you know, at least he's looking well, Oh, no, you don't. For that jacket. That jacket's on the line.
End of the day, I like people like Denise because there's a really trash talk, you know. With Aaron, he's like he's trying to fight his dad, Denise, so it's not the same. So end of the day, for me, it doesn't mean nothing. I'm just here to fight, do my thing, so obviously, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm here for today. Yeah. Thank you for the question.
I'll have one more if that's all right. Shem, it kicked off a little bit earlier at the face-off. What happened? Was that you started that?
Lad, first of all, first things first, I just want to say I'm glad they've come with the win-win water and they're not pushing that poison monster energy. First of all, shout out to win-win water. Second of all, I said, don't touch me. If you don't touch me, we can get as close as you like. I'll be cordial. I'll save it for the fight night. Lad, it's the unspoken rule of the weigh-in. If you put your hands on me, lad, I'm going to have to defend myself. I did step out of line a little bit, putting my hands on him, but I'm here to fight, lad. You've got me in fight mode. I'm coming to kill this man. And if he puts his hands on me, lad, that's how it's going to be every time with everyone that I fight. If you don't touch me, I can do the face-off. I can do all of that. So maybe next time we need some police officers for my man to stand in between us or something. I don't know. But there won't be a next time, lad, because he's getting chinned.
Hey, question for Shem. Obviously, throughout your career, you've made waves across Asia and now across Europe. For the first time, you've got an opportunity to fight in front of the UK, and you've clearly got a massive support here. What does it mean to put a show on for these guys who've come to see you?
Bro, this isn't even a fight. This is the press conference. Make some noise if you're here for me. So wait till tomorrow when he's got every single fan in the arena showing up to the prelims, which doesn't happen often in the UK, all booing him when he walks out and all cheering me when I chin him. Like, I'm just so happy, lad, that I'm finally getting to fight on home turf. I know it's not Liverpool, but it is up the road. Manchester was still the Northwest. They're still the same as us, do you know what I mean? And thanks to Andre and Pavel, because they made all this happen, lad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on a show like this.
Thank you. And a question for Corny. Obviously, this crowd, they're obviously here for Shem. You've obviously come through the police. You've dealt with dangerous situations. Are you confident going in tomorrow? Are you at all nervous about what this crowd is going to bring?
He's never dealt with a dangerous situation like this, let me tell you.
Já nevím, jaká bude reakce.
He doesn't even know what he's going to do.
He just said that he don't know what kind of reaction will be, so...
And fantastic. Scott, it's amazing to see you on this card. Done some fantastic things in the UFC, in KSW as well. This could potentially be a one-fight deal, but Patrick Kinsell's here, and would that be an amazing fight for you potentially down the line?
I trained with Patrick back in 2019. Good guy. Obviously, he's got a fight in December. I've got a fight in November. Let's get these out of the way, and who knows? That's something to talk about in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you, Scott.
Question for Aaron, first of all. You're making your pro debut on a really massive stage. How exciting is that for you? What does it feel like? And have you prepared for this differently than your amateur fights, or is this just another one for you?
I've given my all for this this show, man, you know, so OKTAGON's the biggest in Europe, man. They're taking over, so I made sure that I came in prepared and ready to go. And yeah, a few things changed. Obviously, it's more work is being put in, but it's the same outcome. It's the same thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there and take Hassan out, and that's it. So whether he wants to believe it or not, he thinks he's going to knock me out. But if that's the only thing he can do, then good luck, like. But I'm ready for this, and I'm ready for my pro debut, and I'm happy to be here at OKTAGON.
Thank you. Question for Shem.
You're not going to do nothing, you know, like I said to you. Keep talking, keep doing what you want to do. You're not going to be nothing. And remember, this is going to be your first pro fight. I've been
You're banking on that first pro fight thing, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, keep talking. Do what you want to do. I told you I would knock you out. You can see by yourself when you see me when I came here, it was like, oh, you still look. Trust me, you'll see what's going to happen to you.
What, so you
remember, one more time I say
well
to you, if you take the fight that happened in the house, remember, it was an exhibition fight. This is your pro fight. It's totally different. I'll knock you out, and then I'm telling you, it's going to happen, okay?
Right, well, I'm
Morning
your
breakfast,
best opponent that you fought. Like, so the people you fought before were all bums, mate.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Your best fight was on that OKTAGON challenge in your first round, and you only lasted one round.
You fight an amateur. You fight people like a plumber, people, you know what I mean? They don't do nothing.
Plumber?
Yeah,
What?
that's what I'm saying to you. Listen, end of the day, you know deep inside what's going to happen to you. So you keep carry on, do whatever you want to do.
You're not hungry. You're
Bro,
not hungry
that's
like
what you
me.
think, you know?
I've got an empty belly.
You've
and
been
two fists,
talking
and I'm gonna
about
smash your head in.
you've been talking about my business and this and that. Look, I'm here. I'm talking
You're
about
saying
you.
you're going to do this. and
Yeah,
that
that's
to
what I'm
me?
saying to you. I say I'm
You know what
gonna
I mean?
listen. This is a morning breakfast. I will knock you out, and I'm telling you.
Morning breakfast. Why you're nagging?
I guarantee you that because you're the only one. You keep talking about me, my lifestyle. You know what I mean? You take I'm a business and this. You don't know. You know, I work hard
But
to have
I don't know
everything.
what, but you don't treat this sport with respect.
Well, listen, I respect everybody.
You
End of
treat
the
for
day.
8 weeks, mate. I was hitting you up for messages on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Listen, Aaron, listen. I was trying to
I'm
be nice.
listening.
I'm trying to be nice to you because I think I'm a very educated person. But I'm telling you one more time.
Have you got a degree?
You're gonna go
Have you got a
knocked
degree
out.
in
You're
university?
gonna go oh yeah. Oh, that's
I
not
have.
gonna
You
ease
don't.
you. Oh, who told you I don't have a degree?
Mate, you.
Look who you're talking about.
So
You talk
what's your
about.
degree, you big
Listen,
dog?
I'm gonna fuck you up anyway, so you can keep talking. I'll keep my
He's
energy.
getting rattled. He's using
I'm on
swear
morning
words.
breakfast,
He's getting rattled.
No, I told you, I'm
Yeah.
telling you that.
Here, remember
Listen,
you told me you were
I've been-
palm about 100
I've been-
times the other day.
I've been telling you, you know. Remember, this is your first profile, you know, first press conference, everything. I know you're
Oh, here,
shaking.
did you do press
You push
conferences in
yourself,
your
that's
pro
fine.
fights,
Listen,
did you?
you have to say thank you to OKTAGON. They allow you to fight Hassan Neregalezi. Normally, they shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be outside, you know. You shouldn't give me someone like with more record. But anyway, so you want to learn on the hard way? I'll teach you. Welcome to the professional level. I'll fuck you up. You're not. Remember that.
Okay, we'll
Have a
see,
good
we'll
evening.
see, big dog, we'll
Next
see.
question, please.
Oh, mate, you're not in charge, bro. You're not in charge. You're at the end there, mate.
Thank you, Mr. PR Hassan. Question for Shem. Obviously, there was a little bit of a kerfuffle this morning, but you also then had to go away and have a second attempt at making weight. How was that experience for you, given the emotions that were flying and that process?
I want to ask Pavel if he can move that fight to the main card so I can watch it after my fight. 'Cause these are entertaining me. I heard through the grapevine that my man was saying he broke his ribs and he couldn't fight, and then I made weight, and now here he is, he's back and he's ready to fight. So I feel like he was half looking away out there, and he'll be looking away out tomorrow when I fucking chin him. But I don't even know what you asked me, lad. I can't even remember.
Yeah,
What did you ask me? How was my weight cut? Lad, it was sound. It was just, you know what it was? It was one of them things. I was in the bath when they knocked on the room to come down. If I would have had the extra 10 minutes in the bath, I literally went straight back up, jumped in the bath for 10 minutes, come down, and I was on weight, lad. It weren't really that bad. I'm just a skinny bastard, lad, so when I'm cutting weight, my eyes are in my head. But I'm fresh, I'm rehydrated. It's only been 5-6 hours since I made the second weight, and look at me, lad. I'm good to go. I could fight today.
Thank you. And last question for
Ty nejsi jenom hubeňour, ale ty seš hlavně podvodník. Já nevím, jestli to všichni viděli, ale na váze podváděl. A myslím si, že to je flusnutí všem do tváře, kteří tu váhu normálně dělají.
So I cheated you on the way in. Your teammate, your coach was there and watched me weigh in. So go and ask your teammate, lad, did I cheat on the way in? I come the second time and made weight. And I can swear that on my mum's life right now. And I wouldn't swear on my mum's life and lie.
Na koho chceš prosím tě přísahat? Normálně ses opíral o to, aby si o tu plachtu se opíral, aby si byl lehčí. Udělal si to s Honzou Malachem, dělal si to teď.
Bro, I missed weight the first time.
Translate it just a second because first Yalda said that, but you are a cheater. He was cheating during the weightings, and you did it now. You did it even before with Honza Malach, so that's who you are. And go ahead.
There'll be no cheating when you're on the canvas. Will that be cheating? I missed weight the first time. I come back and made it the second time. Do you feel cheated? Do you feel cheated? Ask him.
Já jsem tam stál a chtěl jsem odejít, protože podvádíš, to je celý. To je normálně flusnutí všem normálním fighterům jako do ksichtu. Chápu, kdyby to bylo prostě jakýmkoliv jiným sportu, tak máš nějakou diskvalifikaci nebo nějakou penalizaci.
Who have I spat on?
Víš moc dobře, jaká je práce udělat 900 gramů, posledních 900 gramů. Ti scházelo a opíral ses tam. Jsi podvodník a teď se tady tlemíš, nemáš ani soudnost, to je celý.
You know, you are the fighter. You know how it is hard to cut the last 900 grams, and you have no respect to other fighters. What you did is like a spit in the face to like serious fighters.
I made weight within the rules. The last 900 grams was probably easier than the first 900 grams, so I made weight fine. And if it was against the rules, we wouldn't be fighting. This is prize fighting. This ain't chess. This ain't ping pong. Me and you are gonna go in there and try and kill each other.
Ale já ti úplně seru na ping-pong. Ty jsi tam přišel a chtěl si podvádět. Udělal si to s Honzou Malachem a zkoušel si to teď. Kdybych nepřišel za rozhodčím a neřekl mu, hej, dej se na něj pozor, tak ti to možná projde a jsi o 900 gramů těžší. Jedno, jestli budeš těžší nebo nejseš hubenější. Jde o to, jak to máš prostě v hlavě nastavený. Jsi prostě jenom podvodník.
It doesn't matter what we are saying. Like we're just cheater. I even said to referees, the officials, that beware of this guy. He's cheater. Otherwise, maybe they will not notice. And I forget the rest.
Yeah, you did it before. You did it before with Malach, and you did now again. So you are just the cheater, and I think that's all.
We'll do something about it then. What are you going to do about it?
Jako s čím mám udělat? Jako s tvým charakterem? To už jako kámo, podle mě pozdě.
What should I do? Like with your character? I think that's too late.
Look
Next
at you
question,
talking
please.
characters,
It's
lad.
boring.
Hey, doing CRB checks, are we? You little bacon.
Shem, I think he's shitting himself now. He's getting scared, so yeah, that's it. I can say that.
Okay,
Welcome
next
to
question.
UK, guys.
Yeah, next question.
Yes, question for Alex, please. I know you've spoken about a bit of disappointment only being on the prelim and you feel like you should be on the main card. What are you going to do tomorrow night to prove that next time that you fight in this organisation, you belong and you're worthy of a spot on the main card?
Just what I do best. First of all, thank you for the question. Thank you for acknowledging what I say. Yeah, as you know, I'm an all-rounder. I do this sport. I've been doing this sport for a long time. I think I've got the most fights on the card as well, the most experience. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll put on a show. Whatever he's gonna do to make me finish him is what I'm gonna do, really. So yeah, I'm just gonna come in there and do what I do best. Show you what MMA at the highest level look like, and you get lucky because you get to see it quite early on the card. So yeah.
At the end of the year, we've got the final of the Tip Sport Game Changer. I'd just like to get your prediction for that fight, and also, if things go well for you tomorrow night, would you be interested in fighting the winner?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something I want to talk about. I want to be on that card, 100%, if that's possible. And yeah, I think I should have been in that final, but unluckily I got injured, and it changed the whole fight for me. I think it's a great matchup. For me, I don't know who to go for. I think they're both good fighters. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win, but I think they're gonna put on a great show. And I definitely, once again, want to be in that card.
Thank you. And one last question for Andre. First of all, congratulations on bringing Octagon MMA to the UK, and I'd just like to get your thoughts on how the experience has been so far, and you know, how excited you are for tomorrow night.
Thank you, but I mean that congratulations goes to the whole team, to Octagon team. They are incredible. More also to Paulo and like to everyone. I'm just a small piece, and yeah, I'm the big 100 small piece. But yeah, I'm excited because this card is amazing. I think it's like I don't want to be cocky, but it's one of the best cards what England ever has got, because of these incredible fighters what we have. They got experience. Some of them they are not so experienced, but they got hunger, like Aaron said. And with this legend next to me, Scott, who is coming back on his own soil. Not many people knows him from England, and it's a pity, it's a shame. And that's what we want to do for England fighters, for island fighters, for these islands, I would say, from our point of view, because we don't have an island. So what we want to bring with Octagon MMA is the best quality show what we can offer for domestic fighters, make them big, make them be stars, and bring people to MMA, bring them to the gyms, make them care about these fighters, because they definitely deserve it, and they need to be on the level like football players are.
Thank you.
Take one more.
I have a question for promoters, Ondra and Paolo. Finally, Manchester, first time in England. Should I continue? Okay. Okay, finally in England, Manchester. Ondra, you told us that you made many mistakes during the preparation. That is something new for you. Now we have very wild Friday, thanks to Shem and others. It was tough for some Czech people. But what do you feel right now? It's about the nervosity or surpriseness. What are your feelings right now, last day before the big start?
Yeah, like we are confident still. Yeah, we did a lot of mistakes, definitely, but you have to do them to learn your lessons. And last night, one guy, he told me like, you as an Octagon, you just can't be the fighter who always winning, because otherwise you will not learning. And from some mistakes and from some fights which you will maybe lose, you will learn the most. So we got some lessons from preparation of this tournament, definitely, but it doesn't mean that we are not confident and will like after this tournament go away. It's not gonna happen. We will still working and we will be better each tournament.
I saw Paolo on Manchester United's game during the week. Many Czech fans told me to ask you there for the rivalry between United and City. So I want to ask each of you if you prefer United or Citizens.
Liverpool.
I don't know if I can say it, but I'm not that big like football fan. So for me, it's like a great experience to see the 75,000 people in one place cheering and supporting their teams. That's what I'm looking for, and see how fans are here, which they are amazing. And so for me, it was this kind of experience.
Yeah, in Citizens there was never be a Czech player. So far, Karel Poborský in Manchester United, it's our biggest experience. So I have to stick with the Reds. Also, Beckham was here now, so I saw him on Netflix. So unbelievable story. So I'm gonna.
Thank you for reminding me that the goalkeeper for Newcastle is Slovak. So yeah, my vote go there.
But what we want to do is one pass player from there, and the other one from Citizens, and this is gonna be our pick.
Okay, one more question for the games or for the fights with Czech people, Polívka, also Jarda here. What are your predictions? How you see the game in front of a start? Do you have some favorites of these games?
I am a promoter. I don't have favorites, I just want to promote these fights, and in my head it has to be always close to 50-50, which is in these two particular fights. So I just believe that it's going to be a lot of fun and good fights.
So you are not going to bet something on Tipsport?
I even can't. Yeah, I'm not allowed. Thank you. I'm not allowed. It's going to be criminal.
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
You can also.
You bet on Shem. That's what you're gonna do.
The two gentlemen earlier on took most of my questions, so I'm going to ask one to Brian. We've worked together quite a while in the UK on the MMA scene. What does it mean for yourself to bring OKTAGON to the UK and to Manchester? Thank you very much for that. And to commentate and help promote some of the fighters that you've helped bring up, as in Aaron McAvella, Aaron Aber, and alike, and Dennis Frimpong.
It's it's an honour doing things like that, watching and being part of a tiny part of some of these fighters' journey is it's my favourite part of the job, getting to know these gladiators, the stories behind them. And then from the first time that I went to an OKTAGON event, I remember and this was during lockdown, just seeing there the atmosphere, the energy, the way that the Czech and the Slovak fans got behind their fighters. Then I moved to Germany and seeing that emulate there. It had to happen in the UK, and I think I'm excited for the future, for what OKTAGON will deliver. Exactly what Andre was saying, the platform, the light we can shine on the fighters is unlike any other promotion. I think we're here to be, the best domestic promotion. That's what we want to feel like, and it's the best job in the world, mate. So next,
I got a question quickly for Brian.
Yes, sir.
You class me as a UK fighter.
What?
You class me as a UK fighter.
I think you're born, built, and raised right in 3 different places, as your flag says.
You're a politician. I asked you a simple question. Do you class me as a UK fighter? Yes or no?
Yeah, in my eyes, mate, my journey that I've been on with you, I would say yes. In the Great Britain, I see you as a big part of the MMA scene here, all the way from Bama, where we first crossed paths. Seeing you then step into OKTAGON, and this will be
go even deeper. UC MMA.
There you go, UC MMA into Bama. I've seen you claim 5 world titles around the world, and I think the fact, and again, this fight with Jon Serdu, you talked about being on the prelims. That's testament to the quality of the card. But for me, that could be my pick for fight of the night. So it's an honour to call your fights. It's been an honour to watch your career through the UK and now beyond. Without a doubt. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
We're still friends?
Thank you very much.
Yes. Right, we're going to do the stare downs now. So we'll do that afterwards. So we'll go on.
Yeah, we'll do after.
I thought we were doing it in between.
Between. Yeah, now. I just want to say about that football question before. I was also asked about it yesterday. And also Scott asked me how we are feeling here. And I would like to say that we are feeling here like a domestic organization, like we want to feel everywhere. So we are citizens and we feel united.
So,
Good
so we
speech,
will
good
do the
speech. It was a
stare
good
downs
speech.
now. We're going to bring these guys to the side. We'll bring them up one fight at a time, and then we'll move on to the main card press conference. So give us 2 minutes and we'll get set for that.
A new era begins. Octagon MMA, the biggest show in Europe, is coming to the UK for the first time. The battle for Octagon's first ever flyweight champion. One of Europe's best flyweights, Aaron Aby is used to fighting not only in the cage, but also for his life. In the biggest match of his career, he is going to face Elias Garcia, who is yet to be defeated outside the UFC. Fighting giant and former world number 12 Scott Askham will face the finisher Ducis, who has all 9 wins within the time limit. The British Slayer Jakub Banik has 7 KOs in the first round under his belt, but he is going to be on the dark side of the force this time against rising star Jedi Wanless. The battle of British stars and the culmination of their stunning 10-month journey, where they pushed themselves to the limit. One of Britain's most famous comedians, Paul Smith, is going head-to-head with British reality TV star Jake Quickenden. Jack Cartwright, one of Europe's top bantamweights, will make his comeback to the cage against Brazilian tough guy Junior Assis. And also the grand finale between talented prospects from the MMA reality TV show Octagon Challenge. Europe's #1 amateur, Englishman St. George Staines, will face the uncompromising Irishman, Dennis the Menace Frimpong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 48, AB versus Garcia.
So set and ready for the first of these stare downs. We'll bring them together to start with. Let's welcome Aaron McDonald and Hassan Galazi. This kicking off our YouTube pre-prelim. Can you hear me? What a fight! Alex Lahore versus Give it up one more time. Shamrock versus Yaroslav Pokorny. And now we move to our co-main event of the evening. What about this is, let's welcome Mark Ducis versus Scott Askham. So we welcome you back for part 2 of this press conference. What an exciting moment that was, part 1. We have some excellent fights here and people up yet again for you. Akon Wanless versus Jakub Banit first. Stage to the cage will be finished tomorrow night. I think these two guys have done a ridiculously amazing job. We've got Jake Quickenden and Paul Smith. What a journey they've been on. We will also crown the first ever Octagon Challenge England versus Ireland champion. Dennis Frimpong from Ireland will take on George Staines from England. And then, of course, our flyweight title with two fantastic martial artists coming together tomorrow night in the AO Arena for that main event, that 5-round main event that will decide who will claim their place in the history of Octagon MMA. We have got Elias Garcia and, of course, Aaron Abbey. So once again, we will open this up to you guys on the floor for any questions you might have.
Hi guys, just want to get a quick one from Paul and Jake, if that's okay. First and foremost, how's the last 24 hours been with the weight cut? I imagine it's quite a tough process. And then conversely, how's the refueling process been as well in the immediate aftermath?
Sorry, I don't know how to do this. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect how horrible it was gonna be. I think I was a bit naive about it. I've got a massive amount of respect for what these guys do time and time again, because I am never ever putting myself through that ever again. I'd never want to see an ab ever again. I'm done. I did all that as well, and Jake's got fucking better abs than me still. And yeah, so today's been great. It was just nice to get some water in, get some nice food in. I've never had Cocoa Pops that tasted nicer, I don't think. And I've got to thank Jake for that grenade bar, because I think that genuinely saved my life there.
He was looking a bit pale. I thought, fuck, I got to give him it quick. I was going to give it you after, but I thought I'll give him it before. Fuck it. But yeah, I just repeat what Paul says. Like, massive respect to these guys who do it over and over again, because it's not nice. It hasn't been a great 24 hours. I've been pretty tired. Didn't sleep much last night, trying to get obviously going to sleep on no carbs and shit. Not shit. I didn't eat any shit. That'd be weird. But yeah, just. I'm fucking knackered and could do without being sat here, if I'm honest. I just want to drink some water and go to bed. But yeah, massive respect to these guys who do it over and over again. And yeah, I don't know if I ever want to get in the bath ever again in my life, if I'm honest. Cheers.
And just one for the Octagon Challenge, the finalists as well, Dennis and George. Obviously, you guys, this has been a fight that feels like it's been a long time coming. You're finally here. Any nerves, or are you just raring to get going?
Mate, I've been calling this fella out for the last 2 years, amateur. I was willing to fight him for free, and now I get to fight him for a load of money in front of 18,000 people. I'm delighted, mate. He's terrified. He's shitting his jocks. He's got shit stains in his pants already. And I'm going to make sure he's got blood stains all over his fucking trousers and my trousers on Saturday night.
No, I'm not feeling any nerves whatsoever. So whatever he's just said then, it was a complete bunch of trollop.
We'll not have language like that, George Staines.
Sorry.
No one drops the trollop bomb. You didn't,
I'm sorry,
mate, did you?
I'm sorry, everybody. But yeah, again, no nerves whatsoever from me. This is just another day in the office for me. Nothing whatsoever.
Can someone make that T-shirt, please?
Don't.
Somebody make that T-shirt.
Don't. Please don't.
Hey, you just watched a few months ago me hospitalised 2 of your teammates. Broken jaws, broken arms, broken noses, stitches, and you're telling me you're not nervous, mate? You don't think I can hit you with something that's going to put you to sleep? No. Are you stupid?
No.
Okay. We'll see tomorrow. We're going to have a fight, man. We're going to have a fight. You're going to try and wrestle and cuddle me because you weren't cuddled enough as a kid.
But you can't wrestle,
I'm gonna
so why
fuck you
wouldn't
up.
You can't wrestle, lad.
I can't wrestle. Who's ever held me down for a round?
But it don't matter because you...
It does matter.
No,
So you said I can't wrestle, so
Because
obviously I
Bo
would
let
have been
you up.
wrestled for...
Bo
He
let
let
you
me
up.
up.
Yeah.
I up-kicked him in the face and I elbowed the head off him on the ground. That's why he let me up.
He'll let you up.
Okay, we'll see, man.
We will.
Next question.
Just one final one from me for Aaron. First and foremost, the journey you've been on to get here is amazing, and it's an incredible backstory that you've got. How much would it mean to you to be crowned the champion tomorrow night at the AO Arena?
Sorry, it honestly would mean everything. Like, if I think about the times I've gone through from birth all the way to this moment, these are like the bits of hope that have got me through them times. To now have this opportunity in front of me is destiny, what I said earlier today, and I feel like, you know, it gives me chills down my spine speaking about it, because it's almost everything I've ever dreamt of. I get to go in there now and make history, but nothing is given and everything is earned. So I still have to go and earn that tomorrow, and I feel like, you know, I've spoken in interviews before and I said I don't believe in fairy tales because life's tough, and now I get a chance to write my own movie with a fairy tale ending, but I've got to write it, and I feel that this is my time, and I was born to win tomorrow night.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Aaron. Obviously, we've just discussed then the amazing battle you've gone through with cystic fibrosis to beating cancer. The fairy tale ending, obviously, it's right in front of you. The belt is right there. What's it like to look at it?
To be honest, I don't want to like focus too much on the belt in front of me right now, because this story is more than that. You know, it's greater than just that belt. Don't get me wrong, becoming a world champion is massive, and something I've always wanted to be. But I feel like this is something bigger, and I can't wait to just go out there and put it all on the line. That's what I mean. Like I said, it's not going to be earned, and this isn't just one fight worth of preparation. This is what I've been preparing for my whole life. And I'm just so excited now. I can't wait.
And Elias, obviously everybody's talking about Aaron's story. It's incredible. But in your own right, you've achieved amazing things, unbeaten outside of the UFC. From a fighting family, it's racing through your veins with the likes of Anthony and Sergio Pettis as your cousins. Have you spoken to them at all prior to this?
Yeah, I spoke to Anthony today, and a little bit to Serge too. I mean, you hear that story, and it's like, man, that shit fires me up too, you know? I'm fighting the guy, and it's like, the shit hits here. You know, I don't think anyone can not be moved by his story, but it's like, kind of respect him, like, enough to where it's like, yo, like I hear you, man. Like, you're a journeyman. You've already won one of the biggest fights of your life, I guess I would say, you know, like, not saying that in a negative way, but it's like, I respect him as an opponent and everything he's done. It's just, I'm very confident in what I do. I've had like nothing but success in the sport, other than, you know, my 2 losses in the UFC, which were very hard on me. I went from not expecting anything to happen with this MMA thing to everything just started happening so fast all at once, and I think now I kind of got a good grasp on what's going on, and I just thankful every day that I get to do this. You know, it's one of the best jobs in the world, and yeah, man. I mean, I try to come with the humbleness of like, man, anything can happen, and when I thought I was gonna win is when I didn't win. So anything can happen, man. That's how I think about this fight.
And Brian,
hey, tell that to George. He doesn't think anything can happen.
And Brian, obviously for you, you've known Aaron for such a long time. I spoke to him recently, and he said you were somebody who gave him hope in his toughest times while he was battling cancer. What's it like for you to see him on this stage, fighting for a world title against somebody who's as fantastic a fighter as Elias?
Yeah, emotional, 100%. But the fact him saying that I gave him hope is the craziest sentence I've ever heard, because this guy's a true inspiration, not just for people like me, not just for MMA fans. The work he does for young people, for families with cystic fibrosis, and the charity work he does like that. I have a phrase in my life, it is, what would Aaron Aby do? When I think I'm having a bad day, when I think, you know, something crazy has happened and I'm struggling, this is part of me, knowing somebody like him who has been through what he's been through. And I was there for some of those points, and the one thing you recognized him in, the most unrecognizable part of his life, was his smile. I never lost it. He never lost that. And this fight, and particularly because it's this fight against this opponent, he didn't want an easy fight. There shouldn't be an easy fight for these belts because these are history. And he's always said, he said in his first fight back after remission, after getting the remission, the clear from cancer, it was a fight where it was actually a draw. And he said, I want my fights to be like my life. I want them to be hard. I want them to show people that you have to go through shit to earn shit. And tomorrow night, again, it's a world-class fight. He has potentially the odds against him, but, you know, that is what Aaron has had the whole time. And respect to Elias Garcia as well, because he's a phenomenal martial artist. So what you guys are going to get, what we are going to get, is a true world title fight on British soil in the AO Arena in Manchester. And, yeah, goosebumps just thinking about it.
It's amazing. Question for Akon. You turned up this morning with a lightsaber, showing that you are indeed the Jedi. But what surprises have you got for us tomorrow?
There'll be no surprises. I'm coming out to finish Bannick. I'm a 100% finisher, and I'll continue with that. Bannick is nothing but a boxer. He's not going to want to take the fight anywhere else. But if this was a straight boxing match, I'll box Bannick. I'll knock him out in the first round. It's an MMA fight, so I can knock him out, elbow him, strangle him. There's so many. I can use a force choke. How about that? A force choke. That's my prediction. Force choke round 1. Let's go.
Now, I've got an interesting question for you, right? I know that you've got a great relationship with Paddy Houlihan, but in an interview with me, he said that Jedis aren't real. What do you think of that? And tomorrow, are you going to show him that you well and truly have the Force?
Paddy's a politician, so I guess he just believes in numbers and figures. I don't know how politicians' minds work, but living with Paddy throughout the whole experience of the whole challenge was pretty crazy. Every 5 minutes, he was telling me about what this flag meant and that thing. It was hard to keep up, so I'll make him... Anyway, let's keep it back to Star Wars. I'll make him a believer tomorrow night. It's all right.
Listen, let's just jump it to Bannick as well. What's your response to that and what Akon said as a prediction?
Tak, tady to je asi jeho vymyšlený svět a to, co říkal, se určitě zítra nestane.
This is certainly his made-up world, and what he's saying it for sure will not happen.
There'll be nothing made up when my lightsaber's swinging across your chin, mate. I'm not talking about the one my missus sees either.
And last one from me, George. Obviously, a Star Wars fan in your own right, but tomorrow night you're fighting for the Octagon Challenge title. An amazing opportunity for you.
Sorry,
Obviously,
mate,
Dennis is piling on the trash talk. How much are you able to possibly ignore that and remember how much you did in the amateurs? How much stake are you putting into that?
I haven't listened to any of the trash talking whatsoever. Like, it doesn't mean anything. We're going to fight in the
Shut
cage.
your mouth. You cried in a dark room, mate. What do you mean you didn't listen to it?
And whatever.
What do you mean, bro? You cried on national TV
so
in a
what?
dark room, and when
So
I was stood in
what?
front of you insulting your nanny, you did nothing, bro.
But so what?
Come here and do something about it.
No.
Yeah, didn't think you would. You're not going to do
We're
anything
literally
about
going
it
to fight
tomorrow
tomorrow.
either.
We're literally going to fight tomorrow.
Yeah, we are going to fight tomorrow.
are.
You don't think anything can happen, though? But you believe in
We're obviously
fucking
going to have
Star
a fight,
Wars,
lad.
mate.
We're obviously going to have a fight.
I always cry on TV. I just want to throw that in.
Thank you, Jay.
Hey, you've an excuse. You've an excuse, mate. You're on the X Factor. This guy's meant to be an MMA fighter.
But again, no, I haven't paid any attention to the trash talking, and it hasn't affected me in my camp whatsoever. Just trained hard as normal, and tomorrow night I'll show off my hard work.
A couple of questions for Jake and Paul. You might not plan on fighting again after this, but will you continue to train with the people who've helped you prepare for this fight?
100%. It's been like great mentally for me to get into a routine, meet some amazing lads at the Combat Institute with Webby, and trained with Loz down at where did we train, Loz? Fuck it, All Stars, and somewhere in the
All
street,
powers, mate. All
in the back alleys and that. No, but definitely it's been amazing for my mental health, and just doing it, and I'm not saying I'm not going to fight again. I do really enjoy it. It's just the weight cut was a bit hard, but I've done one now, so I know I can do it. And when I said I was going to make 77, that was the one thing that scared me, is failing that. And I made it this morning, and I was like, fuck, I've done it. And now we get to go and have fun tomorrow night. So I'm definitely going to continue to train and see what happens. I wouldn't mind knocking out one of those misfit guys. They're, do you know what I mean? Maybe one of them.
I'm absolutely saying I'm not fighting again because it's not happening. But I will 100% carry on training. The best thing about this being, I mean, I travel a lot. I know Jake does as well, and it's been great to be able to travel around the country and get into these gyms, and everyone's so welcoming. I think what I wanted to show is that like these gyms are families, and for people to welcome you into those places and show you the love that they do. It's been a real eye-opener to me, and it's been lovely. And especially with Blackledge in the gym that I train in all the time, or the main gym I've been training up in Wingham with Tom and the boys and Clamp and Lou and everyone there, they've become a family to me. And it's just, I don't see, it's not, I don't see me ever not going there. I'll continue to do jiu-jitsu. I've already bought me gi. I want to get into a gi and have a go with that and get choked up by Tom in a gi instead. Try and go for that black belt. And I think that's the challenge I want next. I'll do this because it's been an amazing experience. And as Jake said, it's going to be fun tomorrow, getting in and putting a show on. And I think we're both going to surprise people. And I've said this a couple of times. I just hope we can not look completely out of place on that card with all these pro guys.
Be like a Saturday night in Liverpool. Just swinging for
Mate,
the
it's not.
fucking hills.
Let's hope it's not that violent.
We can't afford to get these teeth done again, mate.
Nah,
I
mate, you can't. I got mine for free.
And you drive a Lambo. I drive a Golf. Fuck you.
It's a McLaren.
Whose Lambo was you in? Is that the missus?
I sold that one.
Oh, you sold fucking. Oh, get out.
I'll lend you the McLaren one day.
And again, for both of you, have you learned anything through this journey that's helped you in your professional careers, your 9 to 5, so to say?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned to. No one's heckling me anymore. Everyone's scared. Now, it's given me a lot of. It's helped me deal with. I mean, I don't know whether Jake gets the same thing, but you get traveling around all the time. It can be quite lonely, and it's like, and it's such a up and down. If I'm really honest, I relied a lot. It's the good thing about this. I was quite reliant on drinking and other things to get me kind of through just that gig high, just trying to chase it. You know what I mean? And I was in a bad place when I started this, if I'm really honest. And having this routine and having that kind of discipline and something else that kind of levels me out is I know Jake said the same thing, and keep me mental health clean has been a real godsend. So yeah, that's the biggest thing I've learned from this, is the discipline and routine that these things bring is can be a massive benefit to your life. And no one's too old. I'm 41 years of age. I was a fat comedian. I'm a slightly today I'm in a good shape comedian. So yeah, anyone can do it. Just I recommend it to anyone.
Yeah. I definitely learned not to take a fight while during a nationwide tour of where I have to get my chopper out every night. So I thought, yeah, I do. Do you get excited though?
I know what it's like to prepare, getting your chopping out and then fighting.
Yeah, it's not good because training, I don't know if it makes mine smaller. So yeah,
makes mine bigger.
All right.
I think this is the start of a really weird podcast between you two.
Yeah. I think it's just taught me you can do anything you put your mind to. But I kind of knew that anyway. Like, if you set your mind to something, you can do it. And kind of repeating what Paul says, I used to think that MMA gyms, boxing gyms were like quite an intimidating place to go when you just think about it. They're actually more supportive. Like, I played a good standard of football. They're more supportive than a football changing room. Because if you're not in a good place and you go sparring, you're getting knocked out. If you're not in a good place and you go footy training, no one really cares. So the support that you receive from other fighters is amazing, and it's been a real saviour for like my mental health. But I have missed my family. I've missed spending time with my kids. My missus has been a godsend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to normal life and a German doner kebab and maybe a pint with Paul and his missus and my missus last night. Hopefully with me the winner.
If you win, you're buying the pint.
I'll get the pints in, even though you drive a fucking McLaren.
Still. If you win, you're not getting a go with McLaren either.
I'm throwing it.
Aaron, your journey is indeed script-worthy. Wrexham has become a little bit Hollywood recently. If you do fulfill your destiny tomorrow night, are we getting a script in front of Rob and Ryan?
Oh, I don't think that's up to me, to be fair. But yeah, like I said earlier about destiny and everything that's happening with Wrexham and the community around there, I'm fortunate enough because I've been supported by that community all my life. So I've known about how special it is. And obviously now the world's getting to see how special that place is. And like I said earlier, if I win that belt, I feel like I have to break it up into about 2,000 pieces and give it out to people, because it's going to be a collective effort on the night, and Wrexham's played a big part in that. But if Brian wants to pitch that idea to Rob and Ryan, I'm all for it.
25%.
Last question for me, one for Dennis. You've not been shy about your aspirations and where you want to go in this organisation. If you get a win tomorrow night, is there a name on your mind that you plan on calling out?
I'm just focused on Saturday, me. I'm going to focus on taking this guy out first, but I do have a hit list. I'll reveal it after I've knocked this cunt out.
There we go. Thank you.
One for Paul, please. Paul, we know that you're donating your purse tomorrow night. Can you tell us a little bit about that for those who don't know who that's going to?
Thanks, mate. It's going to a charity. It's based in Liverpool called Weapons Down, Gloves Up. It's basically it's designed to help kids who. There's a lot of gun and knife crime in Liverpool, as there is. It's a real problem in the country at the minute. So it's designed to try and get some of these kids out of the gangs, off the streets, into the gyms, and then onwards as well into gainful employment. And it's an amazing charity. And I think it's something that everyone should look at and really get behind. Again, going back to what I said earlier, I don't think a lot of the problem that we've got with this is that kids, they're not bad kids. These kids who are carrying knives and guns, they're not bad kids. They're looking for some kind of belonging. There's broken families everywhere. They're looking for some kind of community and kind of belonging, and something that we don't have now. And it's something that I've really found in these gyms, these boxing gyms, these MMA gyms. They give you discipline, they give you a sense of community, they give you a sense of family. And I think it's massively important to get behind these charities, and I'm hoping with the money that they get from this, they can improve the plan that they've got in Liverpool and help us kind of spread it out, and we'll get some kind of franchise going where we can spread it out around the country, and just make some change. If we can help a couple of kids, it stops a couple of kids. If it stops one kid stabbing another kid, then it's all been worth it. This whole last year has been worth it for me. So that's it basically.
Spot on. Nice one.
Paul, I took a grand in.
Nice one.
Just got one for Jakob. You've beaten 3 Brits already. Obviously, you're going to try and make ache on the 4th. Is there something special about coming to someone's enemy territory and trying to beat them?
Tak, je to pro mě velká výzva. Jsem tady prostě, jak říkáte, jsem tady cizí, všechno bude proti mně, fanoušci budou proti mně a mě to nás na jednu stranu motivuje. Abych tady předvedl nejlepší výkon, co můžu.
Yeah, like you said, I'm prepared for it. That I'm in like foreign country. I know that the crowd will be against me. Everything is against me here, but I will perform my best, and you will see tomorrow.
And for you, Akon, Jakob's ranked higher than you. I think it's 8 and 13, so it's quite a jump. If you jump up to 8th, what's next? Are you looking at,
buddy, I'm taking that number.
are you looking
Listen,
for...
number 7 is coming right home with me. I'm in the top 10. This is my opportunity, baby. I'm taking it with both hands and my 3 legs and my lightsaber.
I mean, the rumours are there's going to be a lot of Octagon UK shows next year. I know that you're someone who wants to fight pretty much all the time. Is the aim to headline one of those? Is that what you're looking for?
100% when I take out Bannick, you know, I'm looking to keep climbing the ranks and definitely look in the future of headlining in Birmingham. When Octagon comes down into Birmingham and all the stars align, then let's go. You know what I mean? Let's fill that arena and let's make it a spectacle back here in England and Birmingham. Let's go.
And just the final one, you and Dennis have...
Hey, I just want to add on to that as well. This is Octagon UK and Ireland. I want to see some Irish shows as well, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the guys have been very, very forthright about that. I think it's coming, Dennis. But one thing, you two are sitting pretty close to each other. You were having a bit of back and forth on Instagram not long ago, I think. Is he on your hit list? Is that who you're referring to?
Listen, he's not on my hit list at all. You get me? Like, obviously, my manager's going to look after him. He's been saying things back and forth where he's talking about, you know, me and my manager are never going to fight. We're never going to make us fight. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not even looking at him. He's 0-1, bruv. Hopefully he becomes 1-1, but I'm looking to go
that's
to be
a mean thing to say about the guy you're coaching, mate. You want him to win.
Listen, respect your elders. I know you look older than me.
Yeah, you're about 45,
I know you look
mate.
older than me, brother, but you're not. Yeah? So, listen, I'm focused on my challenge, which is tomorrow, and me and Frimpong are not in the same, like, if you want to give me that an easy-ass fight, who's going to respect that? You know what I mean? Like,
mate,
listen,
I'm sat two places away from you in your 8 fights in your career.
Well
If I'm 0-1, why am I sat beside you then?
Well done. Okay, well done. If you really want to fight me and sacrifice and become
mate, I don't want to catch anything off you, grappling with you. That's what it is.
After my man, the Mandalorian, jeez, the Mandalorian absolutely.
Is he the Saint or the Mandalorian? Make up your mind.
The Saint and the Mandalorian. I'll give him as many names as I want. You get me? I'm the Master Jedi, so I can give him a Jedi name. So on that, please give us a good fight, because I know George is coming to take your head. Woo, woo. Anyway, back onto after Bannick and I break into the top 10. Listen, it's a very exciting place for me. You know what I mean? And Octagon are coming back to UK. I want to fight as often as possible. I'm coming to a fight that's going very soon, and I'll announce that after I take out Bannick. But everything is focused on Bannick tomorrow, getting that spectacular victory and dashing them Jaffa cakes in the crowd. So have your hands open.
Thank you. One final one for Andre or Pavel, whoever fancies it. It's obviously the final of Octagon Challenge tomorrow. It's your first UK and Ireland show. How did you find it? Were you happy with how it went? What's the reaction been like in Czech and Slovakia and in the UK itself?
Yeah, I would say we are very happy with how it went. The whole show looks amazing. We can say, honestly, the best season so far from all 7 seasons. The gym and villa, everything looks perfect. Amazing challenges, and we have these guys as the participants. They were amazing. Also, Brian Lacey, be there, and yeah, we are satisfied with the whole product. I think you can see. I never saw any negative comment even on Channel 4 or our social media. People just love it, and that's a very good thing. It gives us a lot of confidence and like motivation to continue in these things. So yeah, we are very satisfied with that, and it like makes these guys, bringing them here, right? So I'm super happy that we can like fulfill their dreams and bring them here thanks to this show. It's amazing. It's like life-changing thing.
Absolutely. I've actually got one more. Dennis, it's one of your first show on Octagon. To fight in a venue so big, how do you understand kind of how lucky you are to do that? And you as well, George. Are you really grateful for this opportunity? That a lot of UK shows, even the ones that have been around a little bit longer, aren't on this sort of scale.
No, 100%. I appreciate the opportunity that Andre and Pavel have given to me. Obviously, I've had to put the work in as well to get there. But yeah, like fighting in basically my adopted hometown. I just want to like say, who's here for George?
Hey, let's go.
Who's here for the Menace?
Come on, George, let's go.
So I'm fighting on his home country turf, but at the same time, I'm going to have a bigger crowd. You're going to hear a bigger cheer for me. People are going to boo him, and he's going to get knocked out. But yeah, again, the opportunity is massive. You know, Octagon are probably the biggest show in Europe at the moment, and it's still growing. You know, still expanding. So yeah, I plan to stay here long enough to take that belt, definitely. And I'm looking at that top 15 We'll see if Akon wins and he deserves a fight against me, because I'm sat closer
Man said I deserve.
Hey, I'm sat closer to the middle than him, so it looks like I'm actually a bit more of a rated person.
So yeah, obviously it was an amazing opportunity. Like you say, not many, even like lower level, not even not low level, but you know, like pro amateur progressing into professional place. It's like, who really gets that opportunity? Like, no one. Do you know what I mean? Especially like in the UK, I've never really heard of it, apart from maybe like Cage Warriors every now and then. And like, again, this is a much bigger platform. So like, again, absolutely amazing opportunity. I'm going to take it with both hands, obviously.
We'll do one more. You got a question, Jake?
Yeah, Andre and Pavel. Stage to the Cage looks like it's been a massive success. Is it something you've enjoyed promoting? Is it something you do again? And a sort of a part 2 for Paul and Jake. Is there anyone in the celebrity world that you deal with on a consistent basis that you'd recommend to do this and this experience?
Yeah, man. I'd definitely tell anyone in the public eye to give it a go, because it's changed my life in a way. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of filming, not gonna lie, but it was great, and it's a massive. It's been a massive show, and I think what it's done for me and Paul, what we've done is we just wanted to show our respect to MMA, because we are MMA fans. Do you know what I mean? And we didn't want to take the piss out of it, so that's why we put the work in. That's why we did the proper weight cut. But yeah, I'll fight someone else if they want to do it, like celebrity-wise. Take it easy. Call someone out. Fuck, I can't think of any names. I'll think about it. I'll be back in a minute.
Do you want to jump on, Pam?
Yeah, for us it was like again like a great experience, and we are very, very lucky. Also, thanks to Brian Lacey, that we got these two guys here, like Paul and Jake. They went through the amazing journey. I think everyone who was watching like must be amazed at what they did, besides of gigging and traveling around the UK. Yeah. So for us, that's we use this platform with the famous people to put them in the real preparation, not just short time fake something. No, we put them in the real struggle. So the fans, their audiences, and many others in UK, they can see what does it mean to prepare for the real MMA fight. They can see the MMA as one of the world's toughest sports, and because you're like Jake or Paul, you can suffer with them, right? And being same way comfy at your sofa at home, but you've got the respect and the passion for the sport thanks to these two guys. So that's why we like to do these, let's say, celebrity projects, and we definitely plan to continue with it.
We're fighters now, not celebrities.
I am changing my Instagram profile, I'm not going to lie.
Those pictures today look good.
Retired MMA professional fighter. No, yeah, I mean, I would recommend it to anyone who's got kind of an interest, or anyone who's a fan. If you want to feel, I mean, we've trained for a year. Obviously, these guys have been training all their lives. So, I mean, in as much as you can get a taste of it. As Jake said, we wanted to really show it's not just a celebrity ding-dong way, like you're just going to turn up and just anyone can just get in and start star jumping or something, do you know what I mean? We wanted to really put the effort in, and it's a lot of different things to think about MMA, a lot of disciplines to kind of cover. So yeah, I'm glad we did it properly. Would I recommend it to anyone else? I'm sure there's some people out there who could benefit from this. Just getting in shape, innit? But off the top of my head, I don't know.
So first of all, I'd like to thank Octagon to coming to the UK and giving the platform for Shoaib Yousaf and the Asian community in the UK. What's next for Shoaib Yousaf if he gets the win? Will he get a challenge, because he is the IMAF champion? And hats off to yourself over there, giving the purse to the knives down and gloves up. We do something similar to that, and I want to ask yourself, is it easier getting punched in the face or taking piss out of people?
Taking the piss out of people. No, I'll be honest with you, getting punched in the face isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's weirdly, I don't know, I wouldn't say good, it's satisfying. Yeah, when I first started sparring, I was absolutely dreading it because it feels like you're drowning. But it came to the point where I put a clip out a couple of weeks ago. I did my last hard sparring session. I got a little bit emotional about it because I wasn't going to do it again. So yeah, but yeah, I think after this, I'm definitely more comfortable standing on stage with this full security team, just calling someone's mum a slag.
Yeah, so if he wins tomorrow, we definitely got a plan for him in the next 2 months. So I believe that he's got plenty of fights inside of him, which will be entertain us, and we got a big plan with him. So, but first things first, he needs to win tomorrow, and he's got a opponent who maybe looks smaller and not so wild, but once you put him in the cage, he's definitely a different person. So Shaib, it's not easy perform in front of your viewers, in front of your fans, and on the homeland. So we will see tomorrow.
Do we have one more?
Yeah.
Okay, just one for Jacob. You said that you feel like a stranger here, that all crowd will cheer Aiken to win. But I see Patrick here with you, and I want to ask also for Czech people, will you have some support tomorrow here, your family or your friends who is coming here to support you?
Osobně jako sem nepřijedou, ale určitě podporu mít budou.
Like my family, they're not coming, but I have the support here. I'm expecting that someone will be here cheering for me.
Okay, and the last one for Mr. AB here. When I read your story, I find a very interesting thing that when you were younger, you play with players like Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey on a football pitch. I just want to ask you if are you still in a contact, or have you ever talked to each other after you end up in a football pitch and went to the MMA gym, or are they supporting you or just ride each other?
Not Bale personally, but I keep in contact with a lot of the guys I played professionally with, especially the North Wales guys and the guys at Wrexham and everything. Obviously, we've gone down different career paths now, but we'll always say hello when we see each other and greet each other. You know, again, like I said earlier, I owe a lot to my childhood, and football was a part of that, which helped me get to this point today.
Okay, so Bale.
I just want to point out that you scored your own goal in the game Wales versus Slovakia, right?
Yes.
And you scored for Slovakia, so thank you for that.
We talked about that yesterday, and if I want to get some Slovakian fans, I have actually scored an own goal for Wales for Slovakia, so hopefully that'll bring me a few fans over. Thanks, Brian.
That's how you recognize friends, huh? Okay, that's it.
Any more questions? Are we done? Okay, thank you so much for your time. We're going to now bring these guys together for one last time before these fights happen tomorrow night in the AO Arena in Manchester. Again, you can join us in the arena, ticketmaster.com. The tickets are available, or Channel 4, DAZN, or OKTAGON.tv. What an incredible set of fights we have. Give it one more time for all these fighters, and of course, Andre and Pavel Novotny. So one last time we're going to bring these gentlemen together before they face off in the AO Arena in Manchester tomorrow night. So first of all, let's bring together the Jedi and the British Slayer, Akon Wanless and Jakub Banik. There we go, guys. Give it a one more time. Jakub Banik, Akon Wanless. What a fight. Next up, what a journey. This has been 10 months of sacrifice has led to this point. Let's welcome these two guys together. Jake Quickenden and Paul Smith. Unbelievable stuff from these two guys. Give it up one more time. Jake Quickenden and Paul Smith. Next up, we are going to crown the first ever Octagon Challenge England versus Ireland champion. It is England versus Ireland. First of all, welcome Team Ireland's Dennis Frimpong, then England's St. George Staines. These two guys earned their place in the final. What a fantastic season it has been. We will crown the champion tomorrow night. Will it be Dennis Frimpong or George Staines? And then history will be made. We are going to crown our flyweight champion. Let's welcome from the USA, Elias Garcia, and Wales, Aaron Abbey. Two incredible mixed martial artists will battle it out for that world title. Give it one more time, Elias Garcia and Aaron Abbey. So there we are set, we are done. These will all go down tomorrow night. Join us at the AO Arena in Manchester, ticketmaster.com for your tickets. See you tomorrow night for Octagon 48.
A new era begins. Octagon MMA, the biggest show in Europe, is coming to the UK for the first time. The battle for Octagon's first ever flyweight champion. One of Europe's best flyweights, Aaron Abbey is used to fighting not only in the cage, but also for his life. In the biggest match of his career, he is going to face Elias Garcia, who is yet to be defeated outside the UFC. Fighting giant and former world number 12 Scott Askham will face the finisher Ducis, who has all 9 wins within the time limit. The British Slayer Jakub Banik has 7 KOs in the first round under his belt, but he is going to be on the dark side of the force this time against rising star Jedi Wanless. The battle of British stars and the culmination of their stunning 10-month journey, where they pushed themselves to the limit. One of Britain's most famous comedians, Paul Smith, is going head-to-head with British reality TV star Jake Quickenden. Jack Cartwright, one of Europe's top bantamweights, will make his comeback to the cage against Brazilian tough guy Junior Assis. And also the grand finale between talented prospects from the MMA reality TV show Octagon Challenge. Europe's #1 amateur, Englishman St. George Staines, will face the uncompromising Irishman, Dennis the Menace Frimpong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 48. AB versus Garcia.